It was just a black figure of like a man, just staring straight at me. I was so scared.
Police, fire, or ambulance?
Police.
What is the address of your emergency? Tell me exactly what's happening. What is the emergency?
I think there's someone in my house.
Are you in danger?
I'm not sure.
I first moved to Longwarry in 2023, January 2023, and I moved in with my sister at the time, and now I live with her boyfriend as well, and my girlfriend stays here sometimes as well. It's a pretty small town, it's pretty quiet, it's a bit of a ghost town a lot of the time. My house was built in 2021. When I first moved in, the house felt really relaxed and calm, just a normal house. But then once the occurrences started happening, it felt very off and eerie in here, almost like it was sort of waiting for something to happen. I started experiencing the first occurrences probably 6-7 months into living here. They started off very minor, just like hearing some noises around the house. Nothing too crazy, but they progressively got worse and worse. At first I would hear it would sound like someone else was in the house if I was home alone. Like someone would be in the kitchen, like sounded like someone was doing dishes. And then I would hear footsteps, I would hear random noises, knocks and things like that. When they started, it was like once a week, if that, and then it sort of became every other day, almost every day. One night I was at home cleaning the kitchen up after dinner, and it was just me and the dog in the kitchen, and I heard a knock at the front door. Normally my dog would run to the front door to greet people, so she obviously ran up there and I was following her, and I got probably like a metre off getting to the front door. Then I heard a knock again coming from behind me from the garage door, and immediately my dog turned around as well, and we were both just like froze in time, and we were just staring at the door, didn't know what to do. There's no way anyone could have knocked on the door and it come from there. I checked in the garage and it was all locked up, there was no one in there, so I went into my room and stayed there until somebody else came home. Most nights I would experience like waking up in the night, not being able to move, and hearing it sounding like someone was running up and down the hallway, or like just banging and noises, breathing right on my neck, on my face, in my ears, and like whispers but not being able to make out what the whispers were saying. One morning I was on my way to work, it was probably 5:30, and Layla called me and said, asked me when I left for work, and I told her that I'd been gone for nearly half an hour, and she said that she had been speaking to me for like 5 minutes, thinking it was me. It was using my voice to speak to her, whatever she was talking to. It was just so creepy. So the final straw for me was I was sitting in my room with Layla watching a movie, and it was dark, it was night time, and I felt like there was something watching me, but I wasn't too sure like what was going on, and then I saw something standing in the doorway. It was just a black figure of like a man, just staring straight at me. And I quickly straight away jumped out of bed and like tried to chase it or find out what it was, because it felt so real that I thought there was someone actually in my house. I told Layla to stay in my room while I went to check what it was, but there was nothing there. So we sort of talked about it as a group to figure out what it might be. My sister has a friend who, her parents are ghost hunters, and they actually gave her some sage and a sheet of paper that says, on repeat, "You are not welcome here, this is my house, do not come back." I was a bit skeptical. I didn't believe that a ritual would actually help. Since we did the ritual, we've had no occurrences. The house felt relaxed and calm, and as it got further away from the most previous occurrence, it was back to normal. I think that it was maybe an old farmer or something that used to live on this land, and he was buried here, or someone was buried under where my house is. I'm not sure if the spirit will ever come back I hope it doesn't, but I'm not sure whether it will or not.